Hi, it's Neil Friedman here from Northampton Nutrition Centre, and today's video I'm going to propose a rather interesting question, which on the outset might seem like the answer is obvious, but then certain things come into cloud possibly the outcome. So my question is a very simple one. If you were standing on a street corner and somebody came up to you and said, there's a bus about to come around this corner completely out of control and it's going to come over the corner where you're standing on, and as long as you're standing here, it's going to ride you over. Will you move? So the obvious answer is to say, yes, you probably will get out the way. The question becomes, though, why are you standing on that corner? What is the reward for being on that corner? And how does that weigh up against now getting out the way? So, for example, if you're standing on that corner just idly watching the traffic go past with no particular reason for being there, and somebody told you this bus was coming along, the chances are that, proof or no of whether there is or not going to be a bus, you're probably going to get out the way, step off the corner, better safe than sorry. However, if there is some sort of a reward associated with you being on that corner, so let's say if you're not standing on that corner, maybe the lift that you're waiting for might not see you, and you might miss your ride into work or your ride going out somewhere. Or even potential one, you're standing on that corner because there's a parade about to come past and you really want to see, I don't know, the Queen's carriage. All right. So now somebody turning around to you and saying to you, there's a bus coming that's going to ride you over, you might not be quite so willing to move, especially if that person can't really prove to you that there is a bus. I mean, maybe that person is just trying to get you to move off the corner because you're in a prime spot and they want your spot. Maybe they're looking after their own interests and not really caring about your interests at all. All right. Or just maybe you're naturally skeptical. So this person turning around, why they're asking you this question. Now this becomes the fundamental question around health and wellness and lifestyle. And I know this might seem a bit odd, but potentially many of you watching this video will be standing on that corner. All right. Standing on that corner, and somebody like myself comes along who tries to tell you that your lifestyle, or the lack of you taking some positive lifestyle initiatives, whether that's because you smoke, because you drink excessively, because your diet is completely flawed, leading you to be overweight, obese, and putting you at various different health risks, or it could be that you're fundamentally inactive, and so you don't partake in any form of sport, you don't partake in any form of activity and movement, and again, you're jeopardizing your health for all the same reasons. So the bus that's coming around the corner is effectively major health issues that have the potential to damage your health and to shorten your lifespan. So somebody like me comes along and says, let me highlight for you the fact that there's a bus coming. All right. Depending on the reason for your lifestyle, your negative lifestyle choices, will dictate whether you're prepared to take some advice to do something about that bus that's coming, or B, or as importantly, it's how well somebody like myself can confirm for you that there is a bus coming. So there's a lot of negative science or anti-science that you see on the web and online, which says to you that maybe exercising isn't all that good for you, or having a good diet or being overweight isn't as bad for you. Really, just a lot of bollocks that you'll find online. You look at proper science, look at evidence. It's unquestionable the fact that your chances of becoming unhealthy, specifically later in life, are greatly enhanced by not taking some positive lifestyle choices. All right. So the hard part for me as a nutritionist, or as somebody who's looking to look after the health and wellness of individuals and sports individuals, and of course businesses and work in terms of the health and wellness programs that I do for businesses, it's a really big challenge, because the corner that you're standing on offers high reward, or appears to offer high reward. So you're not standing living this unhealthy lifestyle potentially, or putting on weight, or potentially becoming pre-diabetic, or exposing yourself to the risks of heart disease, simply because you've got nothing better to do. It's because the marketing companies out there selling the negative lifestyles, say negatives, I'm talking about the fast food outlets and these things, are huge. There's great temptation. The desire to stand on that corner for many can be great, which means that the challenge for people like myself is to be able to convince you of that bus that's coming. Not that it's maybe, not that there might be, but that by standing there means you are going to be run over. Unquestionable. Because if you knew that unquestionably, you would move. No amount of reward, I think, justifies standing on the corner waiting to be run over by a bus. Not even the opportunity to see the Queen's carriage as it comes past. So I think that's where the challenge lies for people like myself. But that's the critical thing that I'm trying to get across to people, is that for many of you, and not everybody that watches this, I know many of the people that follow me on the Facebook page already adopt a healthy lifestyle, are pretty diet conscious. But for the others, and this is where it comes in, and very importantly, this message also then goes out to businesses, because I think many businesses, maybe even more than individuals, are blind to the negative effects on their bottom line, negative effects on productivity, negative effects on their business of not looking after and encouraging the health and wellness of their staff. And there's a bus coming for that business as well, unfortunately. The bus comes in the form of reduced profits, potentially, an inability to trade, very, very high staff turnover, the ability to attract and retain quality staff, because of the stresses of the business, but also because the business is not taking into account health and wellness as an important benefit to offer your team and your individuals. So really this video was about highlighting not just the challenges out there for businesses that you might not be aware of, and for individuals, but really highlighting the challenge that I have, because it's my job to not only inform you that there's a bus coming, but actually convince you that there's a bus coming. And that taking on somebody like myself at Northampton Nutrition Centre to work with individuals, to work with businesses around health and wellness, is about getting you to step back from that curb, convincing you to step back from the curb, proving to you that you need to step back from the curve, because the ultimate reward of stepping back from the curb, making an investment in yourself, making an investment in your business in terms of health and wellness, exceeds the potential reward for standing there and waiting for the bus. Hope this makes sense. For any more information, please feel free to contact myself, Neil Friedman at Northampton Nutrition Centre, 01604 890 474. I think I'm just giving you the wrong telephone number there, so we'll start again. 07821 145 001 is my mobile telephone number. That's the number to get me on. I'll give it to you again. 07821 145 001. Or contact me on Facebook or Twitter or on the nnc.fitness page. Look forward to hearing from you. Neil Friedman, Northampton Nutrition Centre. Goodbye.